Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another SLG Meetup. Your host Alvaro Nunez to bring you another successful and interesting guest in the luxury space. Today we have with us the co-founder of Josine. His name is Artur Sharf, and he's going to tell us about how his architecture and interior design studio has been taken all over the world with some of the most incredible projects.
There he is. What's going on, Arthur? How you doing?
Hi, Eduardo. Very good, very good. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, it's a pleasure. And let's start with the obvious, right? Like, what's this story? What's that name coming from? Josine.
The idea was, like your design for you, design for your family, and it can be like an architectural design or interior design. Like when we start this, we never want to have like our name or surname because all of the company and everything that we create is for the client, and we thinking we will have some architect and designer in our team, and I think it's the most cooler when you have like a name what everybody can be inside of this name, and it's how we create the name, like to be help for all client to make the best design for them and to make nice home and nice space.
I love that. Now, was there a specific moment where you decided, aha, I want to shake up the architecture world?
Like we start when it was when we was 20.
Okay.
Like I think it was in the second course of university, and we start with interior design, and maybe like at first maybe I think 8 years, almost maybe 7 years. We work mostly with design because like nobody give like a young boys like to make some architect projects. And after this, we start to do like architects projects too. And last 7 years already, when we start first, so we do right now both projects, architect, interior design, and my favorite project when we do both because we can make it inside and outside, and all materials and all idea come from outside to inside. I think it's the best for the architect design group.
No, I love that. And obviously now you've expanded worldwide. You have done projects in some of the most incredible cities. You have offices everywhere. But what's the core, right? Like when we go back to what differentiates Josine from any other studio, let's go about the design philosophy. Like what's the soul behind Josine's designs?
I think the biggest challenge was to come from the small town. We're from Ukraine, yeah,
Hmm.
and we work very hard. It was like 2019, 2009, 2010, approximately when we start, and it was like a crisis, like everything slow, and we start little by little. And the biggest challenge was, to come from the small town to like execute some project in Europe, some project in US, some project in Middle East. It was like the biggest challenge what we have, but we start to do this first time maybe I think 10 years ago, and little by little, project by project, it start to grow. But it was like a long way. It's like a not like a 1 2 years, like a 10 years way, and like a lot of flights, a lot of meetings, a lot of back and forth. It's like a very long way, um, only up, up, and up, little by little, And I think like a last, like first growth was like maybe 7 years ago, and the biggest growth was I think 3 years ago,
Mm-hmm.
like when we expand a lot.
And that's interesting, right? Because is that saying of consistency compounds. A lot of people don't have the patience to stay for so many years without seeing that big growth. But then, as you mentioned, it takes like those 5, 6, 7 years of constant work to all of a sudden, boom, see the big results. But since we're talking about philosophy, I wanted to also go back into the values. Like when it comes to the type of emotions that you're trying to evoke on a client, is there anything in particular that you're trying to arise from the feelings of one of the people you work with?
I think what is the goal and our success? It's because like we always try to be and to use like a natural materials and everything like very um, everything maximum natural, everything maximum like real. no fake, you know. It's a first goal, why we grew, and what is the philosophy. And the second one, I think we always try to make the best solution and to find the best result with the old problem and
Hmm.
situation that you always have.
Yeah.
I cannot do this, I cannot do that, it's not possible, it's not work, you know. And we try to push a lot and to make the best what we can with exactly this or that situation.
Hmm.
And I think it's what I can suggest for a lot of architect and designer in the world. They need to fight for the success.
Right. Right. How do you maintain the balance between the form, the art, and the functionality? Because that's one of the things that I always see studios struggle with.
You know, like I think it was a base what we have like in the beginning, like from university. I think you know a lot of
Hmm.
people say university don't give us nothing,
Right.
but I think it's give us. You know, the main like a proportion, the main architecture, like where you need to have like a living space, dining, kitchen, how you need to connect with the garage, how you need to
Mm.
connect with the mates, how you need to connect with technical stuff area, how where I need to be kids, how guest bedroom work, all of this. It's like how you start the project.
Mm.
The good plan. It's like a first success, like the best plan for layout.
Mm.
The second one, it's about materials, how you connect materials with each other. It's like use when you have a corner, you always need to have like a one materials in the corner. When you never do open corner with the different materials, you always try to make more architectural design.
Mm.
And
I
line come to
see.
the line, reveals come to the reveals, and everything connects with each other. Nothing like I think our design more architecturally. We're not like a decorator designer, you know. Like
Hmm.
some people make decoration design, put some pillows, colors. We're more about line, connection, floor plan, doors, you know.
Hmm.
More about this one. Why and it's how we work, I think.
It's interesting. And, I always ask this question to any architect or interior designer or anybody in the creative space. Where do you find the inspiration from?
The best inspiration you can find in new hotels and new showroom for clothes, because like uh, you can come for the best hotel. They can afford the best designer in the world, and
Mm.
they're always one step up. You need to go for the best hotel. You need to go in a new showroom what open. I mean, for all stores what open for the new clothes in the world, and you can see the details, you can see the ideas, and of course, and then you travel and everything mixed together. But I think it's the biggest inspiration. If you want to know like what will be great today, what will be great tomorrow, just looking what new construction do in the hotel and in the stores of the clothes.
I like that. That's a good point. I mean, myself, when I'm traveling and I go to nice hotels, I'm like always inspired. And even though I don't design or build any homes, I think that that's a great source of
And you know,
inspiration.
another inspiration, like for example, for us, it's right now more easy because like we have a project in different country, but for like client to give us a lot of inspiration too. For example, client in Miami, client in Aspen, client in Middle East, in Dubai or Saudi, they give some impulse, you know, and then you can use some idea for client from Dubai to Miami, from client to Miami to Dubai.
Yeah.
All of the clients share interesting impulse, and then this impulse come to your mind, and then mind start to generate some nice idea because you like have different
Hmm.
project in different country, and all of this it's a mix together, and then it's give you new idea,
I like that.
you know, because
Yeah.
so like some architects they start to work like a one style in one area, and yeah, maybe they can be the best in this style in this area. But if you want to be open book, if you want to be open mind, if you want to like think in something future, generate more idea, you need to have like a lot of inputs for different country, and I think it's another would give our inspiration to us.
Mm. It's interesting that you're talking about your clients and the conversations you're having with them. When it comes to the creative side, when you're trying to put a project into reality, how much do you let the client guide versus you implementing what you think is right?
We always listen to the client, and we try to implement a lot of ideas what he wants, but of course with our experience,
Mm. I
like
like
with
that.
our experience.
You mean you gotta have that balance, right? At the end of the day, what are some of the biggest challenges would you say that you face when you're coming up with new projects?
The biggest challenge, I think, is it's to find the right solution. Like it's to check it's to study, it's to study the land and found the best solution for exactly this land and how sun
Mm,
come,
mm,
how car arrived, how entrance can be, like all of this, it's very important. And then when you figure out all of transitions and like proportions and where um, all floor plan layout can like works, then it's more easy to work with the colors and just concept.
mm. Yeah, are there any design rules that you like to break?
Uh, like how I said before, like we like to mix the style. Like we don't have like particular style. If you come to the website and you check like what we do for the
Mm,
last couple of years, we work in more modern, with like a flat roof. We make like a more barn house too. We have like some
mm,
project in barn house. What we do in like in Miami in Coral Gables area or in Aspen, or right now we do in Tel Aviv in Israel. We do a big project. It's like a modern barn house, and then we do more classic style too. We have a project with the arch. We have a project with travertine, with like a more French style,
mhm,
like
mm.
and I think it's cool, like because like yeah, you can have like a particular style and you can have work on in this, but I like a mix, and I think it's nice when you can mix and make some connection with the different styles of architect and design.
Right. Well, tell me also about the evolution, because right now we see technology advancing so quickly and then also maintaining the sustainability. So how does that play a role in your projects right now?
Like we use a lot of Midjourney, for example. Yeah, like the Midjourney with AI for some reference pictures, maybe to play with some facade details or
Mm,
colors. For
okay.
example, we have our sketch, and then we need to have like I don't know 5, 10 options of different colors and solutions. We can put our facade, and then they play, and then okay, let's mix these 2 or 3 materials. But we use a lot of creativity process of reference pictures process, and we use for some like if we need a rules analysis like a zoning analysis, it's helped a lot. um, I think that technology is very important for architect and interior design company, and it will more who start as soon as possible, they will be more quicker and more better tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. So what excites you the most with the future approaching in the architecture and interior design world? Is there anything that excites you the most?
Like we right now try to be focused. Like we did a lot of single family houses, like some apartments. Right now we did some restaurant. We did a lot of some offices. We want to focus right now to make some resorts. We want to do like a small, like a condo, like a middle-sized condo. We want to do some like a big scale project. It was very interesting to us, and it's what we're looking like or like a mixed use
Mm,
space when we can work with with like apartments, then condo, then maybe hotels, then restaurant, and then retail space
Hmm.
together.
Yeah,
It's what we're looking for. But for
very
sure,
nice.
right now we have maybe 70% of our project is still residential, but we want to do like more bigger scale residential, a little bit commercial projects.
Very good. I mean, I've seen your portfolio. It's impressive. So congratulations. Well, I always ask all our guests about the definition of luxury. So what does that mean to you?
I think luxury for me, it's still minimalistic. It's very natural, and when you can touch and feel, like for me, glossy, it's not luxury. For me, luxury, it's like when you feel like a wood, or when you feel the stone, when you can touch, when you have some rough finish. When you, for example, if it's a brass, it's like some brass when it's not stray, when you can touch and feel the brass. Like I like to see materials and I like to feel materials. I think this is a luxury for me.
Mm,
You know,
really like that. Hmm. That's a good answer. All right, we're gonna come in towards the end. We're gonna ask you a couple rapid questions. I want you to answer quick and see what's best in here. Favorite city for architecture?
favorite city for architecture. Uh, you like it's very hard question. Like it can be New York, it can be Paris, it can be London, like Madrid, very nice. Like Dubai, yeah, like a lot of modern how we start to work right now in Bombay in India. It's crazy. Like I can no a lot of city in the world amazing, and you can have little touch for everything. You can study some of them.
I love that. Concrete or wood?
Wood,
Haha. Minimalism or maximalism?
minimalism,
Dream location to design a home?
Miami.
Ah, there you go. What's one design trend that should disappear forever?
I think like how I said before, I think forever will be like natural materials forever. Natural materials forever.
There you go. Okay, so that's it. I just want to ask one last question, which is with all these years of experience, with all the success that you've amassed, I'm sure you've also been through lots of different difficulties. So, what is one of the biggest lessons that you've learned through this journey that you will share with somebody that is trying to level up in their business?
Like you need to work hard, like, and don't look on the time. Just make everything the best what you can and try to find the best solution, and everything happen. Like, it's what I can say. And like, just work, work, work. And like architect and interior design, it's very hard to build first portfolio, but when you build this portfolio and when you realize some project, it's a little bit easy, easy, and easy later. And it's why I want to just give a suggest. It's to work a lot, and everything will be the best.
Well, thank you so much, Artur. I appreciate you. For everybody that is going to be watching this later, please tune in, check what they're doing, amazing projects. And well, I look forward to seeing you very soon, my friend.
Thank you, Alvaro. Nice to see you, and thank you for having me.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye bye.